Leah, chapter 18. We're just going to go ahead and skim over some things, go over it, just giving you an overview. Definitely isn't an audiobook. That'll come out soon. So here it is. This story is one of Leah's most prized possessions because she actually brought Jennifer Lopez, her partner in crime, to the wedding of Tom Cruise. This was not because of her becoming a Scientologist or being disseminated to. She was attending the wedding with Leah Remini. But being as though Jennifer is not a Scientologist and is not around the Church of Scientology at all, people who were at the wedding wanted to greet her and meet her. This is all quite normal, actually, and other celebrities and public figures were there as well. Jennifer wasn't the only one that showed up. Being as though Leah Remini would rather spin the story, I will tell you the truth. This is something Leah is very determined not to tell, as it could change what people think about her. This would no longer be seen as someone heroic or someone like a warrior, quote unquote. Leah Remini and Jennifer Lopez got drunk. Leah was very blatant in her obsession and admiration for David Miscavige and was practically yelling very embarrassing phrases at Mr. Miscavige and about his wife. She has stated a lie, which is this: I can't believe he didn't bring his wife. That is the moment I realized that she was missing, quote unquote. Well, if she thought she was missing the day after the wedding, I'm sure any of the church officials at the Celebrity Center in Los Angeles, California, would have been able to answer that question in a heartbeat and show her some information that could have come in handy and would have stopped her thinking that she was missing. Mike Rinder, her posse member, actually knows that she is not missing, and based on the chapter I wrote about this, you should know this too. But she still creates drama around it because she does not want the members of the church to speak out against her in regards to her real actions at that wedding and at the Scientology events that she attended. No, Scientology wouldn't do anything but explain to her that what she was doing was harming her reputation and that they were actually trying to help her set up gigs and interviews to boost her career. They were no stranger to Leah Remini. Her career and her family matters. Leah would talk to counselors about it all. It was actually what she intended to do, and it actually felt like she was becoming a Scientologist for real and was actually finding Scientology to help improve her life, and her success stories and her actions afterwards would prove it for a short period. The Church of Scientology has literally tried everything for Leah and to try to aid Leah in becoming a better person. She's very rude and she's very dramatic about things. She is never actually about the truth and is always about the money and fame. So the next time you hear about Jennifer Lopez or Leah Remini's other tales of celebrities and Scientologists trying to recruit them, quote unquote, just know all Scientologists really do is have manners and greet those who have seen, who they have seen and who they haven't seen. Some choose to give more attention to those they don't see a lot of, and others tend to give the same attention to both. That is solely up to them. Remember, Scientology is not a closed group. It isn't some secret club that you are required to receive an invitation to or to find out more about or attend at events. Scientologists are very friendly and inviting, and they would really have no other agenda to help you be who you want and be your friend. If you don't like the agenda that they have, don't come anywhere near the churches of Scientology. Otherwise, you will have a lot of conversations, smiling faces, caring attitudes, and very positive outlooks on the world at large afterwards. The association with Jennifer Lopez and Leah Remini has definitely affected Leah's friendships, even before she was expelled from the Church of Scientology. I'll leave you with this quote from her former friend, Julianne. Start a quote. But it definitely hit me in 2008 at her sister's wedding. I was 8 months pregnant, and I was waddling in to go pee, as very pregnant people do. And I opened the door to the lobby, which is where we had entered, And she looked right at me and said to somebody on her side, "I thought we closed the door to the public." And I was like, oh, your friend, the 8-month pregnant person, has to go pee, and that's where you're at. And I definitely, that was it for me. I was like, got it. I see where she's at now. And it definitely started, I think, when she became friends with Jennifer Lopez. Like, she definitely started becoming very self-important. There were so many times when, like, one of our best friends sent out an email like, "Hey, let's go to Disneyland for my birthday." And there's like 10 of us on the email, and they're all everyone knew each other, a pretty trusted group. And she had a problem that she wasn't blind copied on it. It's like, this is Disneyland, we're talking about, like, to your friends, and you want to be blind copied. So there's little clues that there were things that were not quite right. And her feeling her feeling very important, I think, falsely. Julianne. That was the end of quote, right? Julianne was the friend that Leah looked upon to get away from her dark side. This Julianne and Leah had reality with. They were very close. So there it is, guys. What she won't share with you about that Jennifer Lopez thing, the whole entire situation, the star witness that she's talking about, that is that situation. The truth is out. There it is. Get your copy of Escaping Leah, exposingcrimes.com, and I'll see you on chapter 19. Thank you so much.